Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So we're gonna get right into it, guys. This is Virginia Tech running back Mr. Tuten. I do not want to mess up his first name, so I'm calling Mr. Tuten. This is Mr. S to the IXTY60. And so, just an FYI, a natural runner is someone that makes the game look fluid, easy, and like they've been doing it since they've been 10 years old. Most likely they dominate the game, but basically, a natural runner is just somebody that makes the game look easy. That's what we're looking for. So, starting off right now, Mr. Tuten, he's very versatile. So what I mean by versatile is that Virginia Tech was running a lot of multiple schemes. So they didn't have one specific scheme they stuck to. They really just concepts. So they stuck to a lot of triple option concepts, a lot of option concepts, and a lot of concepts involving options, reverses, things of that nature. So he's a very multiple back. He can be put in a lot of different positions. He has no wasted motion. Every motion he takes is intentional. And I love that from my running backs. Gets the edge super quick. He has great contact balance. He has a lot more wiggle than some of these other guys that I've seen in this draft so far. Now, when I say wiggle, wiggle is the body adjusting to being touched or being contacted. Most likely this happens either in reaction to the tackle or to set up the missed tackle from the running back. So his wiggle is really nice, and I love seeing that. That's one of the things that in the NFL, what separates a lot of the backs is your wiggle, basically cutting, your ability to cut, jump cut, juke, make somebody whiff or miss. He doesn't always run in a straight line, and I love that. I've noticed that a lot of the running backs nowadays, they just run in a straight line. So they'll do a jump cut and then just run straight. He will look to cut, will look to juke, look to set up moves. He's very patient for someone with his speed. His speed is very visible, so you can't see his speed on film, on tape. You can see his speed. You're not scratching your head like, oh, where is it? I don't really see it. This team runs a lot of RPO, a lot of triple option schemes, a lot of multiple run style schemes out of the shotgun, like I was mentioning earlier. They need to give this kid the ball. Tuten can break arm tackles. He can't break out of tackles. He will beat you. He will leave you standing there looking goofy, whiffed. You would have been whiffed. He's just faster than everyone else. He can do anything you ask him to do. He's definitely a third down back.
He's out there. One man to beat. Tuten. Beat. Touchdown.
The fact that he was able to accumulate 17 touchdowns with half the carry amounts of Ashton Genty is amazing. And this kid can give you some Genty things. Now, don't get me wrong. He's not Ashton Genty by any stretch of the imagination. Ashton Genty is a better running back. But this kid can do Genty-ish things. And he's just as fast. He did not have a ton of carries in college. I could see where teams would want him to be a part of a committee system, and I could see him thrive in that spot. He will still be fine as a committee back. It's just his production is so high. I mean, it's really would be a crime. And I think if he would have come out in some other drafts, I think he would be a first round, second round back. But because there's so many running backs in this draft with different running styles who are just as efficient, just as productive, he's fallen in this draft. But if he does go to the right team, he would be as productive. I see him being as productive as a first or second round guy, because I think he's projected to the third round right now. Now, I could see someone getting him in the second because this kid is nice. This kid is special. This kid's special. And with the right team, with the right O-line, he could be in line for Offensive Rookie of the Year, if I'm being honest. I think this kid has that kind of potential if he goes to the right place and the right system. Because he's productive. It's the thing. So, one of the funniest things, right, about watching his tape as much as I did was watch the quarterback physically make himself the runner when he has a All-American running back in the backfield, a potential NFL draft pick in the backfield, and he wants to pull the touches away from the NFL running back so he can become a running back and proceed to not do it as good as the actual running back was pretty frustrating to watch. I applaud Mr. Tuten for staying even keeled under that kind of situation. And so with that, one of the things that I noticed was that even when there was a game they had against Vanderbilt, and so they were down 17-0. And I think this was close to about halftime or so. And so the QB was keeping the ball so much by this time that the people reporting on the game were asking for Tuten. Give him the ball. He's good at making the first guy miss. The Virginia Tech offensive coordinator sometimes makes things overly complicated. And this quarterback, he wants to be a quarterback. He wants to be a running back so bad. Like, I get it. We're in the era of mobile quarterbacks and everybody wants to be a mobile quarterback now. But, geez, if they would have given the ball to Tuten earlier, they could have won a lot of these games. Virginia Tech could have won a lot of these games by just handing the ball off to Tuten. Their offense runs any which way. They do a lot of shotgun, though. I did not see one I formation at all. Not a one. Not a one. But this is one of the reasons. He's one of the reasons why I made the series. Tape like this. Because he's very natural, very fluid. No wasted steps. He may be a day 3 guy, but at the right place, he could be the most productive running back in the draft. Not better, not the best running back in this draft, but he could be the most productive from this draft. I say this because on half of his attempts, he got 17 touchdowns. Also, the other thing I noticed about when I looked at his statistics, like as far as like his splits, his numbers, amount of carries, as far as wear and tear goes, he's still very fresh. So his body is still extremely fresh. And so I think that if he gets an NFL body, an NFL workload, an NFL regimen, NFL workout, I actually think Tuten can become even better, which is scary to say from a player that is already, that I feel really, really good. And so something else I'm thinking, because I'm trying to tell you, like, him not getting the ball was criminal in a lot of situations, because you start noticing that, like, once he started getting the ball in some of these situations, they started winning. They were winning once he started getting the ball. He scored. He put the ball in the end zone. Every time he touched the ball, good things happen. Every single time he touched the ball, good things happen. The 3 highlights I wanted to focus on today was the Rutgers versus Virginia Tech. So this is about 10 to 14-ish yard play. So I'm going to start here because I was actually looking for the play where he reversed field and turned a negative gain into, I think, 2 or 3 like positive yards, or like 5. But this right here is a prime example of a natural runner. The defender beats him in the backfield. So the defender comes in the backfield. He's going to get him for the loss. But his body reacts first, so he jump cuts back inside for the gain. And it's a beautiful play, and it just shows constantly that he has a lot of finesse in his game. He has a lot of wiggle. His body reacts first. It's second nature to him. And also he can get out of a tight spot and keep his balance. And it's really a beautiful thing. And so the next one is against Miami. So this is a 50-yard run. Okay, I wanted to show that what he did against NFL characters. So this is him against NFL players. A lot of these players on Miami might have some NIL deals on the defense, I'm sure. And so I just wanted some proof to show that he does this against everybody. It's not just against the average Joes that's gonna be selling insurance with me, but he's doing this to everybody in the game. Wow. Look at that. And also just to show he has power. Like, the first tackler is not gonna one tackler is not gonna get him down. The first tackler is not gonna get him down. If you're big, he's gonna juke you. If you little, he gonna run through you. And that's what I love. There's really no holes to his game. And then the last one here is the Boston College. So this is a 60-yard run. So what's beautiful about this game, he averaged 14 yards a carry with 18 carries. I don't even think I've ever done that in a video game. I don't even think I've averaged 14 yards a carry in a video game. And so in this, he simply, hits the hole. He gets there slow, but once he sees daylight, he clears it. That's one of the things I love about a game. He's a patient runner. He knows when to cut on the juice, knows when to cut it down. For his superpower, I gave him speed force, because he's able to control his speed and use it to his advantage, whether it's making someone miss or scoring a touchdown. The comps that I have for him are Dexter McCluster and Jahmyr Gibbs. You'll see those here coming up. I have those up here. Check those comps out. Again, he's projected to be a third-round guy. I would stand on the table for this guy. I don't necessarily say I would get him in the second round, but I believe that he'd be as productive as a second round or first round guy in this draft. Thank you for sticking with your boy. Peace.
This is what it is, okay? Now water can flow or it can crash.